Breastfeeding your baby requires that you take care of all the essentials and basics a baby needs so that you do not, by your own action as a breastfeeding mother or as a nursing mother, hamper the feeding process of your baby. On this edition of Body Gist, we shall be looking at breast milk types and 5 foods breastfeeding mothers should not consume while they are still breastfeeding their baby. I am Sister Ozo Augusta. I am a sister of St. Louis. I am also a nurse and a midwife. I say welcome to all of you who are just joining us on Body Gist for the first time. Do not forget to click on the subscribe button, turn on your notifications so that you always get notified anytime we upload new videos. I also say a very big thank you to all our returning subscribers. You can as well follow us on all our other social media platforms. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Do not go away. We shall be right back. It is exclusive breastfeeding week, and we thought it very necessary to share with you some breastfeeding tips and basics. Breast milk is highly nutritious for your baby, and it is no longer a news that breast milk is the most important and essential feed your baby needs for the first 6 months of life. This is known as exclusive breastfeeding, the process whereby you feed your baby with only breast milk, no other fluid, no other liquid for the first 6 months of life. This is very, very necessary for the baby because it offers a wide range of benefits to the baby, to the mother, and even to the society at large. The benefits of breastfeeding and breast milk cut across a whole range of benefits, ranging from health benefits to the baby, such as preventing allergy in the baby, providing immunity for the baby, providing protection for the baby, to providing a adequate meal and diet, a diet that is right in its proportion to the baby. The mother does not need to stress herself going about preparing the food, and it also offers benefits to the family, economic benefits, because breast milk is not bought. It is a gift that is freely given to the mother. Then it gives benefit to the society too, because when the mother is healthy and the mother is not stressed or preparing the baby's food, the society is benefiting from this. Like I said, we shall be looking at the different types of breast milk. This is because a baby should be allowed to feed from these types of breast milk, because if the baby is allowed to feed from the different types of breast milk, it gives the baby the full benefits the baby is supposed to get from breast milk and breastfeeding. The first type of breast milk a woman produces is known as colostrum. Colostrum is produced right from the time the woman is pregnant to when she delivers, some few days after delivery. And how do you recognize colostrum? It is either creamy or yellowish in color. Colostrum provides a wide range of benefits, such as giving the baby protein, vitamins. Then it also provides the baby with, most especially, immunoglobulins. These immunoglobulins help to protect the baby. It provides immunity to the baby, so it helps to protect the baby from various types of invading infection in the first few days of life of that baby. The second type of milk that is produced during breastfeeding and during lactation by a woman is known as transitional milk. Transitional milk, like the name implies, transitional. That means that it has moved from colostrum to transitional. The color also changes from creamy or yellow to a tint orange color. Then it is being produced within 2 to 4 days after delivery. Then it can last up to 14 days after delivery. And this milk is rich in calories and also rich in other nutrients to support the stage of development of the baby. The third type of breast milk is known as the mature milk, and this is produced starting from 2 weeks after delivery, when a woman has started lactating and breastfeeding the baby. This mature milk is bluish or whitish in color, and it is divided into 2. The first is the fore milk. That is the first milk that is released once the baby has latched onto the mother's breast, and the hind milk. The hind milk is the milk that is released after the fore milk. And the mature milk is adequate and necessary for the developmental stage of the baby at that particular point in time, because it is fortified with nutrients such as protein, carbohydrates, and all the other nutrients that is necessary for the baby at that particular point in time. And it is also rich in water. It has more water to help in hydrating the baby while the baby feeds. So mothers do not need to feed their baby with water. We have said that exclusive breastfeeding is only breast milk, and only breast milk should be given to the baby for the first 6 months of life, because this offers a wide range of protection and benefits to both the mother and the baby. Now, for a baby to get adequate breast milk or adequate diet from the breastfeeding, a mother should take care of the things she eats. And so we shall be looking at 5 things mothers should not consume while they are breastfeeding. This is because some of the things the mothers eat crosses into the baby's breast milk and affects the way the baby breastfeeds. And of course, this will affect the health of the baby. It will also affect the developmental process of the baby. The first we want to look at is consumption of coffee or tea. We all know that most coffees and teas contain caffeine. And what does caffeine do? Caffeine causes people to stay alert, to stay awake. So when a mother consumes tea or coffee, the caffeine in the tea or the coffee crosses into the breast milk. If the baby eventually sucks this breast milk and that contains caffeine, it means that the baby too will have a disturbed sleep pattern. And of course, the mother too will have a disturbed sleep pattern. If the baby is not sleeping and the mother is not sleeping, it might affect the health of the baby. So mothers should please avoid coffee and tea rather when they are breastfeeding. They can take it after they've stopped breastfeeding. The second type of food mothers should not take are foods that can cause them to produce gas, such as cabbage or broccoli or any other type of food that can make them to produce gas. Mothers should know that if they are allergic to some particular type of food, they should not consume it while they are breastfeeding, because aside them reacting to that allergy, their babies too might also be reacting to such type of food. So mothers should try to avoid any food that can make them produce gas, because it can also make the baby to be discomforted, and it can produce a lot of gas in the baby, thereby causing a lot of discomfort for the baby. While consumption of fish is an essential nutrient for the mother, some particular type of fish have high content of mercury, such as mackerel, sardines. This type of fish have high content of mercury, and mercury affects the baby a great deal because it can affect the development of the baby. It can affect the nervous system development. It can cause vision problem and hearing problem for that baby. So mothers should try to avoid this type of fish, though fish are very good source of protein for them. But during breastfeeding, they can take other type of fish that have low content of mercury and avoid these other types that have high content of mercury. Another food mothers should try to avoid, or another thing they should try to avoid, is the consumption of chocolates. Yes, chocolates also contain caffeine. So like anything that has caffeine, it can keep the baby awake. And some chocolates act as laxative. This can increase the intestinal motility of the baby, making the baby to have diarrhea frequently. So mothers who are in the habit of always consuming chocolate should try to avoid it while they are breastfeeding. Once they have stopped breastfeeding, they can go back to their consumption of chocolates. Another thing mothers should try to avoid while breastfeeding is the consumption of garlic. Though garlic is an excellent source of nutrients and it offers a wide range of benefits to mothers, but during breastfeeding, if the flavor of garlic finds its way into the breast milk, it keeps the baby up. They will not want to suck that breast milk from the breast because babies don't like the taste of garlic. So mothers should please try and avoid this while they are breastfeeding. When they stop breastfeeding, they can go back to their consumption of garlic, because garlic is an excellent source of nutrients and offers a whole range of health benefits to the mother. The last thing I will say is that any food that can cause allergy to the mother, mothers should please try to avoid it during breastfeeding, because it can actually affect the baby. In this edition, we have looked at the different types of breast milk mothers produce and their functions to their baby. These types of breast milk are essential that baby consume it as the mother produces it. We have looked at the colostrum, we have looked at the transitional milk, and we have also looked at mature milk. All these are very essential for the baby, and we have looked at 5 foods that mothers should keep away from while they are breastfeeding. This is because they can affect the feeding pattern of the baby, and it can make the baby not to have adequate breast milk or not to consume enough breast milk, and it will hamper the benefits the baby is supposed to get from breastfeeding. Do not also forget that correct positioning when you are feeding your baby is essential, and when a baby is full, when you are feeding the baby, it is also necessary that you do not drag the baby out from the breast milk. Try to unlatch the baby from the breast milk by placing your index finger on the nipple and removing your nipple from the baby's mouth. This will ensure that you are not forcing the breast out of the baby's mouth, thereby causing pain to you and the baby. Thanks for watching this video to the end. Thanks for always joining us on Body Gist. Till we come your way again, this is where we draw the curtain on Body Gist. Keep following us on Body Gist while we keep giving you healthy gist. Bye for now.